Jay here. Another review. This will fall under my RV stuff. Most campers come with a standard 4-inch fart fan in the bathroom or wherever you have an opening for the vent on the less expensive trailers. It's just a little, like a computer fan, about 4-inch. Well, they sell these things called like MagicFans or fantasy fans or something, and they're like 150 up. You know, they have 3 speeds reverse, 3 speeds forward, remotes, automatic opening, blah, 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 blah. And again, if you've looked at my other videos about my RV, you'll know that I have spent very little on this RV, and I want to keep it that way. I want to keep my my return on my investment when I trade this in for a bigger one. I want it to be up there. And buying things that would make the second user happy, it's not really going to bring me any money on trade-in. So I didn't want to spend 150 plus on a fart fan to increase the output volume. But I was on the boards on irv2.com on the boards, and one of the things they suggested is the Heng's Industries, Heng's, H-E-N-G-S Industries, Vortex 1 and Vortex 2. This is a Vortex 1. The difference between a Vortex 1 and a Vortex 2 is about twice the money. These run about $40-50 for the Vortex 1, and the Vortex 2s are about $70 or $80. You know, eBay, Amazon specials. The Vortex 1 is basically just a big version of your fart muffler. I'll open it up here. Your fart muffler. Your fart fan. It's just a bigger version. I'll open it up and show it to you in just a second. The Vortex 2 is the same fan, but it adds 3 speeds and reverse and forward. So, you know, I thought about that. It's twice as much money, but all I do is run the fan just to suck air through. Because we have an AC unit right there, and this is only a 15-foot travel trailer. So trust me, whatever you do is going to work really good. So let's take a look at here. So in the box, you get this replacement fan. Okay, so basically you undo the trim on the bottom of your fan, and I'll show you when we go through the install. You undo the trim, this sucks, or this goes up in there like that, and you put the trim back on. Now you see, this is how big it is. You know, most of them are only as big as this center part. And here's the on-off switch. The only other thing you get in the box is the bag of parts to install it, and this is the knob for raising and lowering your vent cover, and that's all that is. A knob and a hex wrench to put it in with. No instructions. I was like, what? No instructions? And that's when I noticed they're on the back of the box. There's all. That's it. I mean, it's based, like I said, it's basically you drop the trim ring, you take out the old fan, you wire the new fan, which is just 12 volts. See, it's just got 2 lines, 12 volts. You wire the new fan in, you screw it in, you put the trim ring on, and you're done. So that's the workup, and we'll do the install now. All right. Okay. So we'll go ahead and let's see. This is the one I need. Okay, as you can see, I've removed the garnish, or the trim ring, I should say. It's not much left. I mean, you got to take like this screw here, take the handle off. All right, you. Take the handle off. Let's see, and you can take the, I think I snapped off one of those. Yeah, like right there, I think I did. Anyway, it went zooming towards the back. There's the fan. So, I mean, the fan. The trim piece. Let's see. There it is. Okay, there's this, and all right, I saw what I did wrong. I was trying to get this fan off, and I was like, oh, and I read it wrong. It said counterclockwise, and I'm trying to turn it. It went. All you do is just pull that thing right off, and there's two tiny screws right here and right here that hold the motor in. You take the screws out, you take the motor out of the wiring. Now you're at the point where you're ready to put the Heng's Vortex 1 up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then cut the film here till I start getting it more into it. So, all right. Well, I had to jump off camera. You really need two people to put this fan, to install the fan, and because somebody's got to hold it, and on the side, instead of a hole that you can, like, you know, put a screw on a magnetic screwdriver. So say you got a magnetic screwdriver and you put a screw on there and hold it gently until you can put it in the hole. It's got slots, and they're half moon slots that go up the side. So, and it's square over here and rough. So, I mean, if you have to, like, it's like a game of Operation. You got to balance it. Unless you get somebody to come out here and hold it, and then you can use a finger. So you wind up using, you need two people to install this. So, but it's in, and you do have to loosen the transmission here for the door. You have to loosen it so that it'll fiddle a little bit till you can get it in. Because it's sometimes it's too rigid to get in there. So as you can see, it's opening and closing. So I ain't put the trim ring on yet. So next, trim ring. Well, the install's done. The trim ring, I think this side's a little kicked up, but I can't remember if it was like that before or after. So, but I mean, it's on, there's no gap. There's one right here, so the edge right here's got about 100,000ths gap, but it's flush inside of here. So it's installed and wired, and the handle opens. I don't know if I told you, I got one of those Camco outdoor covers, so I can leave this open even when it's raining. You can take the screen off. There's little grab places on it that pops off. Now I'm going to turn it on, but don't freak out when it goes because as you see, when it hits running speed, it balances out. Okay, you ready? See, once it's up to speed, it's just that. I would say it's a little louder than this fan, but you can definitely tell it's moving a hell of a lot more air through here. So there you go. Click, 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 click. So now that I've got it all installed and running, what do I think of it? It does move a lot more air than the other one does. It's a little louder, but it's, again, moving a lot more air. So as it is now, I'm giving it a 2 thumbs up. I'll let you know later if the how the quality of the build is, or if it dies on me or anything else. Otherwise, good deal. Thanks, and have a great night.